Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy MayFlwr, and as always, hopefully you guys are having a great day. Earlier on today, I was rewatching a Madion stream from sometime earlier this year, and then I heard this one song, and I've heard it many times before, but in this, like, setting, in the middle of a set, it was just epic. And that track was a Gesaffelstein track. I hope I'm saying that right. Legendary producer, you know, the king of, you know, the dark underground world. And just seeing that clip kind of wanted me to try to make some type of, like, dark, like, electronic something. I don't really have a goal. But the song name was OPR, so just something, you know, in that general area. I don't know what to call it. We're just gonna try to do some stuff. I just thought it was a really cool track, and you know, I started going down his discography, and I don't know, I'm kind of, you know, feeling the dark vibes right now. I really have no idea what we're gonna make. The topic is very vague, but you know, in general, just like a Gesaffelstein like dark thing. I have zero clue what I'm gonna title this video, but that is the idea for today. We're just gonna jump right into it. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. Let's do this. Headphones on. So first things first, I'm gonna drag down this BPM. We definitely don't need it at 150. Let's do something super slow. Let's do 100 on the dot. There we go. And as always, let's start out with like a little piano progression just to get the you know, the vibe established. So the goal here is obviously to go for like some type of like cyberpunk, you know, dark vibe, which I think a minor progression would work better for that. There we go. That one sounds pretty cool. So this chord progression right here is kind of by chance in E minor. And, you know, minor doesn't necessarily mean like dark or like scary. You know, there's a lot of happy songs written in minor, and there's a lot of, you know, sad songs written in major. It doesn't always, you know, mean sad or happy. It's kind of just like an in the air kind of rule of thumb thing. Just like minor, you know, sounds minor. Oh yeah, coming in hot. Already writing stuff. Let's go. Little progression. Whew. So what I'm about to show you guys is this little trick I do inside of SliceX when you're having like a hard time, you know, finding like a cool vocal chop or something like that, just to get something out there, you know, quick so you can, you know, get on with writing your song. So we're gonna hop on Splice, and it's gonna sound kind of, you know, weird to say, but we're gonna try to find a already existing vocal chop. So I chose the key of the song E minor, and now we can just scan through here and try to find, you know, something usable. It's kind of cool. So this one sounds pretty cool, and we already have it. It kind of fits the vibe we're going for, and it's in the same key, so we don't have to, you know, pitch it all around. There we go. Let it do its thing on medium auto slicing, and there you go. You can see all the little auto chops it made. It's like a cool little idea you can do, you know, find vocal chops and then rearrange them and manipulate them however you want. Alright, that one sucks. There we go. Little bass line for reference. Oh yeah, it's tight. So that chop actually worked very well. It's not as dark as I thought it would be. It's kind of like vibey and mellow, but I think it'll still work for the intro. But we do need to breathe some life into these chords and the vocal chop because they're both sounding kind of, you know, boring. So instead of using like a really basic reverb, you know, that's kind of all they do. They do their job, they give you reverb, and that's it. So instead, this is a really cool alternative for those type of effects, you know, like reverb or delay. And it can actually do a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's kind of like a powerhouse all-in-one plugin. An absolute insane plugin, again, by Cymatics. I think they've been killing it with their plugins lately. And I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of what this thing can do. Like, this thing is insane. I've pretty much just been messing around with the factory presets. The one I've been going to a lot is the Cathedral one in the reverb. Just adds a lot of atmosphere to the background too. Throw that same preset on the vocal chop. And right off the bat there, we have some really cool atmosphere going on. I have no idea what type of algorithm this plugin's using, but it almost sounds like there's some type of like pad in the background now. It's really cool. But yeah, if you guys want to try this out for yourself, I'll put the link down below in the description, and you can go check it out. It's really cool. So that is a cool little intro we have, but the key here is to keep on moving. You know, you don't want to be stuck on this forever. What we have right now is just fine, so let's keep it rolling. So I'm gonna have it immediately break into another section, and let's try to make like a little art. I've used this plugin in plenty of my videos now, so I'm sure you guys know what it is. But this is just a little thing to like make art patterns with. So we have the chord pattern right here, and we pasted that, linked it up with this, and now it's following a 16th note pattern on an ARP. Ooh, I like that one. So let's get more like retro with this bass line. I have this little pluck. And we're just gonna chop it up. There we go. And let's carry over this chop, but not entirely the loop. Let's see if we can make it like stutter. Oh yeah, we're cooking now, boys. Let's go. I love that. We got the vibes in full force right now. We're going in. All right, dark techno vocal. That should produce some pretty good results. All right, maybe not.
Before it all fell apart, you could feel it.
Ooh, before it all fell apart, you could feel it. Ooh, all right, that sounds kind of cool. Let's make like a little makeshift build for the time being. I'm gonna drag over this vocal, first part of this ARP, because it's probably gonna drop into the E note. There we go. I'm not really too worried about making the build spectacular or anything. Usually in this genre, it's kind of just like a melodic swell up into the drop. And just to top it off, we'll throw some snares on top of there.
Before it all fell apart.
That's what I hear in my head, but it's probably not going to turn out like that. But at least we have a build. So for the drop, the drums on this track have a really particular sound. It's kind of like big, like 80s retro drums. So I'm going to be using like a lot of acoustic kicks and snares. So just to start out. So there we go. We have some really simple drums, and this is all we need to really, you know, write the drop. I have this little fill right here. Maybe we can put it somewhere like every couple bars. So when I play the build all the way up into the drop, I'm honestly hearing like a really simple rhythm, and that's kind of what Gesaffelstein does too. Like when the drop hits, it's kind of like a really simple 1 or 2 note sequence, but obviously really well executed and with a lot of style. We're gonna make it start on like a stab, and then we could put in the little plex afterwards. Bam. And the idea in my head, I think, is triplets like this. We can test it out though. Something like that. And this is kind of how you make that like bassy, like lasery type pluck. Pretty easy. We're just gonna start out with the saw. Let's actually put this like on a loop. And the majority of the character of the sound is gonna come from the EQ. So we're gonna put a cut on it, and then put the LFO on the frequency. And then we're just gonna modulate it back and forth. Copy that to the sub as well, and we'll see what that sounds like. I mean, that alone sounds really weak. Let's beef it up with some other layers. All right, maybe we have this one too high. Let's bump this down. Second pattern, let's just clone this one. That's a cool little variation. It would be really easy to call it done right now, just what we have right here. But like I said earlier, this genre is all about, you know, the style and execution of how you do things. So I think we could find a couple things to add, you know, a little sauce or swag to this song. When I was making the vocal chop, I also found this cool little sample right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is chop this back. I hear the little up, and then copy the exact same rhythm we used in the intro. Whew, yeah, let's go. All right, well that is really creepy. And we got time. Let's at least make like a part of a little B section right here. I think this is supposed to be used for like a build or something. I have no idea what this is for, but it sounds kind of cool. I'm trying to find the bass notes of the sample, and it's kind of tough because it's different from our original chord progression. I think this one is going E, A, B, and then our original one was going E, G. But I don't think it'd be too noticeable, so we're just gonna roll with it. So I took some time and added like a few more like fill variations here and there. But other than that, I think that it's going to do it for this one before this video is really long. But yeah, I think this is a really cool, track idea. It's not, as dark as I imagined it would be, but it kind of fits that, underground, like cyberpunk vibe. So in my book, mission accomplished, and we had fun making some music. So that's really all that matters. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this, and I guess that is enough talking. So I will let the track play for you guys here in 3, 2, 1.
Before it all fell apart. You could feel it. Before before I could feel it.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you made it to the end, hope you guys enjoyed the video and or learned something. I thought it was a pretty fun and simple track to make. Everything you do doesn't have to be super complex with all these layers. Sometimes just laying down like a little idea is really fun. But as always, if you guys ever have any questions or just want to say what's up, my socials are down below. I always try to read my messages just as a way to say thanks to you guys for the support on the videos. One more thing, something new, I do have a Patreon down below now. I'm kind of making more like centralized videos for producers on like smaller topics. I'm throwing on FLPs, serum presets from videos, and all sorts of stuff. So if that interests you, it's down below. On there right now, I do have the breakdown of my track Alt Wave off of my EP, and I'll also have the MayFlwr FLP from my MayFlwr video. I'm going to be posting a lot on there throughout the month, so if you guys want to support, thank you so much. But anyways, I think it's going to do it for this video, boys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.